The Big 12 is a mess. The Big 12 is a mess. We got a lot of chaos in the Big 12. Obviously, with with BYU losing last week. I had mentioned the week prior that BYU, even with one loss, possibly still could get in. They're at that point where they have to win out now. All right. I was assuming maybe that one loss come in the championship game. I wasn't thinking it was going to come against Kansas in the way it did. But all of a sudden, BYU was in a winner go home situation, especially seeing how far they dropped. When you talk about the playoffs and where they were aligned, right? If you bring up the playoff here, currently right now, BYU would be in the 12 spot because, again, highest ranked 5 seed will go to a highest rated conference championship. Will go to Boise State because they're ahead of BYU in the rankings. BYU drops all the way down to 12 from originally being number 3. All right. And that's going to cause a lot of drama and headway, when these playoffs are officially, announced, so to say. But there's a lot of chaos in the Big 12. And, you got Colorado beating Utah, putting up 49 points, really 42 because they had that special teams return for a touchdown. That's the first time since, from what I've heard, the Oregon Marcus Mariota days that a Utah defense gave up that many points. So even in Colorado's worst game, because they did get off to a slow start, the defense is phenomenal. Offense got off to a real slow start before they started to get going. That's the first time a Utah defense gave up that many points. One thing you could do when you look at Colorado is obviously there's a lot of people want to see them fail, so to say, but you got to give them credit for the adjustments that they make in each game and being able to, overcome adversity and, still play after play after play. So you got to give Colorado credit in that sense. Another team you got to look out for is Arizona State, a team that was projected last preseason in the Big 12. No one thought anything of this team. Head coach Kenny Dillingham, who originally came from Oregon as the offensive coordinator when Bo Nix was there, he's activated the Valley. Arizona, the Valley is activated. Now they got a huge game this weekend coming up against BYU. And if they win out, we could be seeing Arizona State in the Big 12 championship. All right. The Big 12 is a mess. How about Kansas? Kansas beating Iowa State. Kansas beating BYU. Kansas playing well, right, late in the season. Obviously, didn't get off to a good start, but, this is a team that is playing well, starting to click, and they got a big one this weekend versus Colorado in Arrowhead, right? Iowa State, we thought they were out, but maybe they're not. Maybe they're not. They still have a chance to get in. We could be looking at a 4-way team tie by this Sunday, right? By the end of this Sunday, which makes it exciting to watch. And this is why you gotta love college football. So, locker room, this is my question to you. Drop a comment, let me know what you think. Who's coming out the Big 12? Who's gonna make it out the Big 12? BYU's going this way. Colorado, Arizona State's going this way. Slowly, Iowa State is creeping up, right? Who's coming out the Big 12? You guys let me know what you think. Drop a comment.